Hey, thanks for joining again. Today is day number 12, and the prompt for today was slippery. So, obviously, the first thing that came to my mind when I thought of slippery was just ice, and kind of how when ice melts, it obviously becomes exceptionally slippery. But I was trying to think of like an ice thing, and so I kind of started doing like a Wendigo kind of a thing, sliding on the ice and stuff like that. But I wasn't falling completely in love with it, and I wanted to do something more encased in ice rather than just kind of a beast thing. So I did this kind of a skull encased in ice, kind of an ice crown as well. So, but I won't get too much into the backstory and powers here because we'll save that for the end of the video. But once I got kind of the idea, I had him sliding down from the top rather than sliding from like right to left or whatever, and so had him sliding down from frame. And once again, he's got kind of an all ice body, and it's just a skull within an ice enclosure. And I did like the top of his head kind of with I tried to make it look like an icy crown kind of a thing, because I really liked that from one of my previous iterations that I had sketched out, is that this thing had a crown on it. And so, but yeah, just kind of coloring it out now. Obviously, we've got just kind of a lot of blues due to the cold and stuff like that. And so this one was another fun one to do. It was a little on the difficult side. I think this one I actually spent like 3 days on. I was also busy with some other projects and stuff, but it just wasn't coming together like I'd like. And so I really had some trouble just trying to nail down what I wanted it to look like and stuff. So yeah, and then adding in just kind of some water splotches and some snow and icy look to it. So, but yeah, it was an interesting one. Oh, and then that's right, I did add a little white dot for an eye just to add a little extra level of creepiness to it. So, but already, let us get into this villain's backstory and powers. So this villain's name is ICEDIGO. And nothing original, just ice and Wendigo kind of put together. But so the backstory for this beast is in the early 1700s, a group of Native Americans were double-crossed by the British during the French and Indian War. As the chief lay dying, he exercised all his remaining powers to call back the spirits of his tribe into their sacred hunting skull. The cold, vengeful souls then went about acting out their deserved revenge on the British. Now cursed for their hate, they can no longer find peace, and in their fallen state, they occasionally act out with their powers on cities or settlements they stumble upon. So obviously this is just a skull with a bunch of trapped ancient Native American souls that can't find peace any longer due to their vengeful nature. So let's get into the powers and abilities of this villain. The skull is the source of this beast's great power, due to it being the residence of 135 slaughtered Indians. This beast has the ability to control nature and is supernatural. Due to the beast's cold-hating nature and the cold-hating nature of the souls in which inhabits it, it usually performs spells that are cold in nature, causing massive blizzards or emitting icy spells from its form. The added ice around the skull also provide a body and great durability for the beast. It also gifts it with superhuman strength. So once again, thank you for joining me for day number 12, which the prompt was slippery, and the villain we did was ICEDIGO. Thanks again. We'll see you next time.